Forex traders using the TradingView platform, you've got to watch this video. 6 trades, 24 hours, GBP US dollar, no losers. Check it out. Hi, it's Paul. So I've had a query from one of our customers. He's got the bias depth heat map at the moment for confirmations and he uses it with the momentum tool and it's working very well. But he wants to see if he can add some of our software to get more trading opportunities. And it has to work with his momentum strategy and obviously the bias depth heat map. So let's start with, he trades Forex, he uses the TradingView platform, and he really looks at structures, so support and resistance, both linear and non-linear. So I'm going to do a little bit about that today, breaking or changing in that structural sort of identity, that landscape on the chart. But I also want to go down to just look at the differences between day trading and short-term swings. It's very important to understand where that structure comes from and how to trade it. So I'm going to try and do this in less than 10 minutes. So we're on the TradingView platform. We're on Forex, GBP, US dollar. So let's talk about the chart first. So this is a 30-minute chart. It's very important when we're trading structure and to understand the operational landscape. So I've started, if I'm day trading, I need 30, maybe 60 minutes on there as well, and 15. So all I've done on the chart at the moment is put the 30-minute support and resistance zones are. We're going to talk about those. So when I talk about support and resistance, there's a lot of videos I've made on this and how to put them on. On a Ninja Trader only, it's automatic and we can put them on for you and take them off. But on TradingView, you've got to join them in manually. And we look for clustering, like this sort of position here, where we're a lot of clustering around there. But initially, we get that test at the bottom. We got these tests at the top in this clustering here, so that starts to define a particular range, and that's how I've drawn all of those. I'm not going to go into that again. There's more videos on that on the YouTube channel. But in essence, what we have is a 30 minutes. So if you're going to really trade structure and break through or test of that structure, you need to be on Forex on the 30 minute. You need to be short-term swings, 2-3 days to get any real sort of movement for that change in structure. So we're going to talk about March at the moment. We can see we have the expert algo on here now. So the expert algo have anything from 3 to 6 star buys and sell signals, 12 points of control if you like, where 6 star is 12 out of 12, so really strong buy or sell signal. But you need confirmation, you need fresh air. So back on the 6th of March, we can see there's a structure here that's really strong, really big resistance zone here. And so if we zoom in a little bit, we can see we get a 6 star buy signal on the expert algo after it's tested this support. We look down on the bias depth heat map, which is on swing trading settings because we're 30 minutes here. All 6 time frames are green, we go long. Now you see the ribbon here and there's little dots above, and I'm going to go into it. I'm going to put a link in the description below about the manager. The expert manager keeps us in this trade on these pullbacks all the way to this point here. It's very important to understand that most retail traders panic and get out on pullbacks. It really depends on the volume and the price action on those pullbacks to be able to withstand those pullbacks and understand it's a little bit of profit taking, and mainly the main momentum is still going. So the manager is a very important trade management tool, looks at momentum both in price action and volume. Very, very strong. Links down below. So that's a great looking trade. We then get a little bit of, lots of pivots. We're actually changing the structure right now. Data comes out, resets behavior, and we're starting to learn. So we get a 6 star buy at this point here, but we're not going to go long into resistance. We don't take the trade; it fizzles out. We get a 4 and 6 star sell signal here. All 6 time frames are not red. Plus, also we've got some support underneath. We're not going to short into support. This is interesting, this short here, we get a 6 star sell signal when it's breaking through this support, 5 out of 6. Now for me, swing trading, that's not enough, but for some, 5 out of 6 on the bias depth heat map is a good rule to have. and we can see this continues, it pulls back, it goes down there again. Now again, this question was, will Elliott wave help me with Forex? No. Lots of people try and make Elliott wave work for Forex. To be honest, Elliott wave I only ever use on a daily time frame to swing trade on a longer term. What you need is something more micro to get those moves with a change of structure or respecting structure. And this is just one example with the expert algo. But then we go range bound. Okay, now this is a really strong structure that we need to trade within the top and the bottom of this structure. So what I've done is I've identified on the 30-minute chart a 24-hour period. Okay, now I'm going to go on a smaller time frame to look at that 24-hour period and give you an alternative to trade for that. And Forex does get like this quite often. So this now, again, with TradingView, I love the Renko charts on TradingView because they're ATR. So one of the things is I'm on the 5-minute and I've selected Renko. Okay, and that gives me an ATR, standard ATR 14. And this is that 24-hour period here, and we're going to go through these trades, and this is called the roller coaster. So when we get sort of respect of that support and resistance zones from higher time frames, that structure, and we've got fresh air to trade into, we are looking for a really good trading strategy that allows us to do that. So these little numbers here are how many out of the 6 time frames that we've got on the bias depth heat map are in the color, in the direction to give that confirmation. So when we're sort of day trading on this type of time frame, 5-minute Renko, and again, I love the ATR Renko on TradingView. It is something really special for TradingView, and it works very well with our roller coaster. So again, testing this support at this point here, we get a roller coaster buy signal, and we're 4 out of 6 for green. That's my I'd say maximum. I wouldn't go 3. I wouldn't go 3 out of 6 really for me personally, unless it's just tested support and the overall. You know, we know from the structure from the 30-minute, this is a really long-term range. So 4 out of 6, we've got signal, we've got confirmation, we've got lots of fresh air up until that next resistance zone. We go long. The trading stop prints at this point here and takes us out, and that's the trade done, finished, taken profit. The next long, we're about mid-range. Okay, it's pretty good. All 6 out of 6 time frames are green on the bias depth heat map. We're good to go. Pretty rangy, but then goes up and the trading stop gets printed and we take the profit. At that point then, what we're talking, you know, a little bit of time afterwards, we get a short signal. All 6 time frames of the bias depth heat map are red. We take the short, it does pull back up, doesn't take the stop, and then the trading stop gets printed until we go in and test that support again. Really, really good trade. We're then testing that support, so then we're reversing. So with the roller coaster reversing, remember the bias depth heat map's not going to pick up all green straight away when we've just tested, we've bounced and we're going again. But we're 3 out of 6. Again, when you are back testing your Forex pair that you trade regularly, and you shouldn't be trading any more than one, get to understand the behavior. If we can see that there is constant bounces off when we get range bound, and we're 3 out of 6 is good enough, we've done your back testing, take the trade. We then take the trading stop out at this point here, and then we're looking for the short signal, which happens. We're 5 out of 6 red at this point. We've got enough fresh air. How do I know there's fresh air? So the stop to the entry, I'm going to, you know, I can see that's about 1 to 2 risk to reward there. You can use tools on there to do that. You can look at fib base extension, click on the stop, click on the entry, and we can see that's 1 to 2. Okay, so you know, by eye you get to see that really, really simply to do that. So let's just delete that. This one actually breaks through that structure, so you never know, you can't look right. This one breaks through and we see the trailing stop gets taken out all the way down here. Really strong trade. The next one, we push back up through that structure. We come back down to test. Then we get the roller coaster. We get a long signal, 5 out of 6 green, we go along and it almost touches that resistance zone and take out the trading stop. So in a 24-hour period, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades, 6 winners. Okay, it's about getting that mantra, if you like. We get the signal, we've got the confirmation from the bias depth heat map, and have we got fresh air to trade into? Very, very important. And again, hopefully this answers the question in that when you're trading momentum and structure and you're day trading, you need something that respects structure, roller coaster, or when it breaks through, looks for those runners and trades. So the roller coaster, again, the link down below is a really good add-on, a strategy for those signals. Already got the bias depth heat map, which is one of the most important tools across all platforms that we've got here. But then if you're wanting to do those, what we call short-term swings, 2 or 3 days, the X-Brad algo again is a really good alternative. You're not going to get too many trades in a month. In March there was only 2 trades, okay, but they were big trades. This long and this short, okay, on the 30-minute. Now you could probably go down to 15, and look for those trades. Again, on the 15 we go a little bit more micro here. We have 4, 5, 6 star buys. It was okay, but again, when I'm looking for, you can't trade this structure on the 15-minute with the X-Brad algo. Again, it's about understanding which strategies work for different types of market conditions. We can see we get 4, 5, 6 star buys at this point, similar position of that 30-minute, and then we can see it goes up. We even get a 6 star buy breaking through this resistance where we can add to the position. So there are alternatives there. I'm going to put all the links down below. But for me, if you are day trading Forex, you need something that, with the roller coaster, this is a fantastic strategy, especially on TradingView with this ATR Renko, which is a phenomenal chart type, especially with our roller coaster that works very, very well. Get the confirmations from the bias depth heat map. So check out all the links below, and hopefully that answers that question.